Hi everybody. I just recently uploaded the Seint Demi video on how to incorporate 3D to substitute the discontinued Seint Demi colors. But I forgot that 05 and 07 are still in the line. So I am going to show you a demonstration with that depending on your skin tone. What I pick for you might be an 05 or an 07 in terms of toning your skin with these shades. I'm also going to talk about the Black Friday sale because now that Seint has switched over to the affiliate marketing, I feel like their sales are so much better. So there are deals to be had for my returning customers. It's great time to stock up, but for new customers, if you want to try this makeup system, this is the best time to do it because this sale is awesome. So I'm going to go over that too. For those of you that are new here, my name is Lisa. I'm an esthetician. I've been an esthetician for 23 years. My channel is all about helping you with your skincare and makeup. Okay, I'm going to jump right in. So I just did the video where I use Duckie in terms of toning my skin. This is for no foundation, no makeup is this Demi Method. And since a lot of the shades that were available in the Demi line before are discontinued and the core shades are just left in the line, these are two of them that I forgot to mention in my last video. So this is very important for bringing life back into your skin when you don't want to wear foundation and you want minimal coverage, but you want the color correction that these provide. Now, what ends up happening as we get older is the circulation in our skin obviously diminishes. So you kind of have like a sallow looking appearance, and that's what these oranges do. Now, Duckie, I found from the 3D line, works really, really well. But depending on your skin tone, what if you're super fair? I just had a couple of color matches come through where the customers have beautiful skin, but they're more fair. And I was worried about Duckie being a little too orange, like the tint would end up showing up and not really counteract, you know, the blues and the greens in the skin to bring the life back into the skin. So then as I was looking, I was like, wait a minute, these are still here because these are also level 5 color correctors for darker skin, for dark circles, but fairer skin could use it for toning. So I have used, this is 05 and this one is 07. So you see there's a difference in tone. This one is more vibrant and I was using that one because my skin is more fair. The key to all of this is the shape brush, like I said in my last video. So I'm just going to show you, and I'm hoping that the lighting is going to be able to showcase this because now that we are in the fall and winter, the light is diminishing a lot quicker than usual. So I'm just going to show you, it looks like I have barely nothing on my brush. These Demis are designed with the shape brush and they fit into the tin really, really easily. And when you sweep back and forth, because you're not digging into the cream ever, and you just get a light dusting. Now I'm trying to see, you see how this looks like very ashy right here? So I'm hoping that this is going to be able to showcase it. And I don't want to have any bounce back because I have some lights on. And I don't know if you could tell what just happened there. It looks like I didn't put anything on my skin, but that took down the ashiness. So it doesn't look like a stark contrast. Okay, so just keep dipping in there and just keep going around. And usually what happens, it's around here where you have these pale areas that circulation is no longer like coursing through and giving us that beautiful flush and, you know, that skin tone that we had when we were younger. So this is going to bring it back. And usually it's also around the mouth that this happens. Let's see, like around here. You see how that just changed the tone? But it doesn't look like it changed my skin tone. It just took away that greenish blue. So that's what these are for. I just had to turn on the fan again. I hope that's not distracting, but my voice is pretty loud, so I think it'll cut through. All right, so anyway, as you can see, this is starting to look more uniform, and you could literally go all the way around. Like I said, you're not putting orange on your skin. It's like a light dusting, and it'll bring vibrancy back. Let me see if you could see it more on this one because of the lighting. So you see how that looks so ashy, and that's because of the bluish that I have in my skin. It's like a green bluish tinge. And even though I'm going back and forth, look at how little there is on the brush. You see how that just took that all away? So this is correcting your tone, and there is literally, it's like barely there covered. There's no cover. There's no material on your skin, really. So you're not going to have like a cakey appearance or foundation. That's what these are designed to do. And you could go around your forehead as well. Now I'm going to show you Duckie one more time, because I do like Duckie because it does give me a little bit more tint and it acts as like a bronzer on my skin. Right now what I'm doing is just correcting the tone. So depending on what it is that you're looking for with your color match, I will discuss with you and your skin, because your palette is going to be customized to you with the correct tones. And we can figure out what it is that you need to put together. You could also add to your collection later. You could start off with your core products and then add. And that's why these palettes are so great, because they're all customizable. These all pop out. So yes, find all of my information in the description. My link tree is there. You could even text me directly because I have a text service number. And yeah, so get in contact with me and we'll figure out everything for you, what it is that you need for this no makeup Demi. All right, now, so if you could see from the beginning of the video, my skin, I had all those ashy parts, those are all gone. And it just looks like I have almost like a natural flush. And that's the only thing I did was put 05. That's it. It always blows me away. All right, now with Duckie, you see how this is a much more vibrant orange. But with the shape brush, keep saying that this is key. Now I'm sweeping this over. This is a satin, so it's a very hard formula. So you see it while I'm doing that with the shape brush, I'm not getting a lot of pigment on here, but that's okay. We don't want that. Now, I'm going to use this kind of like a natural bronzer. Now you see how that gave me a little more flush, but it doesn't look orange. Same thing here. So that just gave me like a natural flushed bronze. And you could even go like around your nose a little bit if you want, just to bring like a little more life back to that area so you don't look all sallow. And on this side, you might see it a little bit more. You see how it almost looks like a sculpted bronze, which is what those former Demi shades were doing. Now here, you see how this is kind of greenish blue? And I did have the 05. I could put more 05 on there, but let's do it with Duckie. Now you see how I did put a little bit more concentration there, because this is 3D. You have to be more careful. These you could kind of really sweep back and forth in the Demis. This you could still achieve it with the shape brush, but just be a little more careful. But if you do go overboard, what's nice about this cream, a little extra buffing, and it'll bring it back down to where you want. That's why it's so forgiving and easy to use this Seint 3D and Demi Color cream makeup. There. And you see how it doesn't look orange. It looks like a bronze on my skin because it's counteracting the greenish blue tone that I am color correcting with these pigments. Okay, and now there's that. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is NR. This is discontinued, so this is not available anymore in Demi, but we have contour shades that are also very dense and they're foundational coverage as well, but the key is the shape brush, and if you use that with these contours, you could get the same effect of sculpting and toning that we used to have with the NR. This one I find to be the closest. This is Cedar. So it's like a medium range, tone, and depth. And it is a more neutral. It's not very warm. It's not cool. But you'll see on the shape brush, you see how it's starting to come up a little bit more. So like I said, with these, you're going to be a little bit more mindful. There. Okay. So let's see. As a bronze, let's see if you could see the difference now. See how it's starting to look a little bit more bronze. Now, you could skip the Duckie. I like the Duckie because it gives the flush. And then this is going to give you a little bit of a deeper bronze. So, I love doing this because you can see the transformation happening as I do it. Okay. There, that's it. And of course, this is taking way longer than it does for me in the morning because I'm talking and I'm probably going over things that I don't have to go over. Because usually it's a couple passes and it's fine. And then on my neck, you could even do the same thing with this Cedar if you wanted to. Again, the key is the shape brush because of how it deposits it on your skin. And like I said, it barely looks like anything is happening, but it's happening because you're going to see your complexion change. But this is for the people, because I've been getting a lot of requests for very light, no makeup, and this is the key to that. Now, you could add supplemental things to your palette. I love the bronzer. I love the Nova Illuminator, which on my skin looks like a bronzy glow. I mix these two a little bit more. Sometimes, like for the evening, if I want a little more glowy bronze, I'll add that. But it's not going to be cakey coverage. These are more sheer, the finish on these. And then you could use as a blush anything from the 3D line, because now a lot of the colors that were available for Demi that we used to use for Flush are not there anymore. This is R7. And also, let me show you this. R5 is gone. That's this. This is from Demi. Look how cute that pink is. But as long as you have the shape brush, you can supplement with other pinks. This is Tiger Lily. This is Dahlia. There are ones that are more pink that I don't have. There's a new one, Marrakesh, that I didn't pick up. And now I think I'm going to, because I think it's very close to that R5. And you could get that like super beautiful like flush of pink to your skin where it looks like circulation, just your natural skin tone. And I think that is going to work really well to replace that R5. So once I get it, I'm going to do a comparison. This is Saint Tropez, and that is like a flush of peach, especially for super fair skin tones, is going to look really, really nice. And with this shape brush, it'll put it on like airbrush blush. So it won't look like it's sitting on top of your skin. You'll look like lit from within, glow, and youthful blood circulation finish. I also wanted to show you a comparison with the new lip and cheeks that came out. The Cabaret and Naomi. Naomi is more warm, and I'm going to do the demo with both of them, but what I wanted to show you specifically is Cabaret. This one, I want to see if it's not really picking up, but it is a little bit more cool toned, a little bit more red plum, but this R7 that was in the Demi line before is gone, but it looks very similar to me, these reds, like Cabaret. Let me see if I can put it together so you can kind of see. Maybe. Kind of. You see how you can see the red. You can see the red in there. And I feel like I could get the same effect. So what I used to do with the shape brush, because the shape brush is the key to this whole thing, this red, and of course you just dab that in there. Again, the 3D line is more pigmented and a lot... because the Demi line is 10% pigment on purpose. It's like a wash of color. These are more saturated, and the consistency is, you pick it up way more with the brush. So you have to tap in with the shape brush even lighter than you would normally, than you were able to with the Demi. So I am going to show you that flush with this Cabaret, the shape brush. And I'm literally just going to do this. And you'll start to see the pink come up. Okay, I'll do a little more. I'm just kind of like going little by little. Okay, you can see it. There it is. So this is what we used to do with like the R7. And you just put like some flush back into your cheeks. So cute. Let's see what happens with Naomi. And if you could see the orange tone. But again, depends on your skin tone and what you like for your blush. You see how that's more orange, but look at the pigment. I think I went a little bit too ham. So I'm just going to swipe this on washcloth that I have here. But you see that orange? But now that I have most of that knocked off of my shape brush, when I start to get that buffed out, you see how it starts to move and disperse that, like that airbrush finish I was telling you. So this brush is key. You can get something similar finish-wise, like with the blend brush, but I feel like these bristles are totally different, and these are almost like more wispy, and these are not as dense as this, so I think that might be why, but you could still fudge it. But I think having this in your collection is very important, especially when you want to do the Demi finish. Now another thing, which I did in my other video too, these are, the Black Friday sale, the brushes are going to be 30% off. That's amazing. all the brushes. So if you are thinking of supplementing and picking up some extra brushes that you wanted to try, now's the time. This silver shape brush, like I said, very, very important for this. And for the under eyes especially, or melasma when you have sunspots, again, we'll go over all of this in your color match, depending on what it is that you're needing to color correct. If it's under eyes, pimples, whatever. But these are very handy for that. These are the Demi brushes in the Demi line. This one is the bright brush. I use this one a lot for my under eyes. This gives you a little bit more, it's kind of like a medium pinpoint, more sweeping coverage. This is the spot brush, which is very helpful. Hold on, let me see if I could show you. It's kind of hard to see, but it goes into a point. So you could do like real pinpoint targeting, especially pimples or like melasma spots, you know, when you need multiple shades, because sometimes you need multiple shades. And we'll, again, go over that in your shade match. And then it's got these fluffy ends that are amazing for brightening. And then just, especially rosacea people, if you have like an area of rosacea and you need to knock that back, this is amazing for that. And this one is the blur brush. Actually, this is a great eyeshadow brush too that you could use, but this works really well, especially again for rosacea or bigger spots that you need to buff the Demi in. And then you've got the fluffy end on this side. Now, I have a situation with dark circles mostly. And these are in the core line, and I showed this in my last video too. These are all staples in the line, and I have this separately as my under eye correction kit, and also when I get pimples, red spots that I need to color correct. So I'm going to do my under eyes very quickly and just kind of sweep, because I already know my colors and what they are. This gives you zero texture. Like so. See? That's it. And this is a very common universal shade that is a staple in light to medium skin tones. So chances are, if you have a light to medium skin tone, this is going to be in your palette. This is an 03. And then I even go a little bit on the other side. This is the fluffy side. And just cover a very, very light veil to counteract all of that like veining and discoloration that I have up here. And it's supposed to look like you're not putting anything on your skin. It literally just erases. It's like a magic eraser. But if you look at the beginning of the video, the difference in my complexion, how I looked more sallow before, and now it looks like I have vibrancy in my skin. It looks like I'm more even toned, and it's amazing. And it literally feels like you have nothing on your skin because you really don't. It's like feather light that you're putting these on, especially with these brushes. Now you see the under eye, how it's not cakey concealer coverage, like water-based concealers. I was having a real issue with that, where it was accentuating, now that I'm getting older, accentuating fine lines. There. And again, this goes a lot faster in the morning when I'm doing it myself, when I'm not like talking through this whole thing. If I want a little bit more brightening, I go into this 01. And sometimes here, like in this trough, it kind of brightens it a little bit more. Sometimes down here too. And then what I really love is this pinky one, which is R01. Again, still available in the line. And I'll come out here just to kind of do like a natural highlight. And these other ones that I have, these oranges and this yellow on my skin tone, these are great for combating blemishes when I do get them. Do a little bit of brightening up here. And then, even though I already have the color correction, here I'm going to use Cedar as the eyeshadow, because I love to use these as sculpting like eyeshadow. I used to use NR, but this is discontinued, so I'll go into Cedar with the fluffy end, and you'll see I'm just going to add a little bit of depth, and it just looks like a natural shadow. It's literally, ooh, no makeup, sorry. I keep on elbowing this table because I have like my light on here. I hope the lighting is okay. You can see like what's going on. It looks like it's coming up on the camera. There. Look how pretty that is. And it's not going to crease because these brushes designed to put it on like Whisper Feather Light. But you're still going to have the tint. And because you have them on so thin, it's the opposite of what you think would happen. They're not going to fade. They literally stay on the skin all day. As long as you're not excessively rubbing or anything like that, they're going to stay on. You don't need to powder unless you want to. I'll even use this sometimes a little bit more concentrated. We have other shades too, but you could go like around the lash line, on underneath to give more definition. You could be as light or more contrasted if you want here. Because around the lash line, it lasts a little bit longer, I feel like, but it gives very subtle definition. Now, I was talking to one of my customers about the Feather Dust Setting Powder, which, what is it called? Feather Dust, I think it's Feather Blotting Dust, I think is what they call. So these square palettes are available still, because before this was a hot commodity because they kept on discontinuing them. But like I said, since they switched over to the affiliate model, I feel like things are getting more permanent in the line. Thank God. I'm so happy. So these square palettes are there, and I love these for the purse. I love that they still have these available. And I like to put a duo in here. So this is my powder. This one I had first, so I'm already like starting to dig into this. And this is starting to go away. So I got a second one because this is my powder palette. But you could do like a bronzing palette where you do bronzer and illuminator, and you could do like a bronzy glow. You could put 2 lip and cheeks in here. You could put eyeshadows in here. You could put Demi in here. So this is really nice and compact for your purse. But I wanted to show you the other shape brush because they have come out with another one. This is the gold one. I talked about this in my last video. It's not the same as the silver. For the demi finish and for that no makeup look, airbrush your pigments on, has to be the silver one because these are different. The dome shape here is different and it feels different. But I have to say that I feel like this one, this gold one, will be really nice for this feather blotting dust. And you won't be able to see it on the brush, but literally I'll just run it here. And let me see if you'll be able to tell. This does wonders on texture, maybe on this side, because this bag is never going to go away. Even though I have like a color correction, I'm still going to have like this dent situation unless I have surgery, but I have a little bit of this. Let's see if you can see it in live action on camera. So it brightens a little bit more, but it also cuts down on the texture. And you see how it gave me that brightness here? So it depends, but it did mattify it a little bit more, even though it still has glow to it. But if you feel like you need to set, this feels so nice and smooth. So this is not as wispy as the other shape brush. The other shape brush has, it's almost, oh God, how am I going to explain it? It's not as soft as this, and I think that's what helps to get the pigment on there like airbrush once you're buffing. But this one would be really nice for like powders. Even your powder illuminators probably as well. Even like around the cheeks if you want to set your demi. You usually don't have to, but it's up to you. And then this would be really nice for like those illuminators. I don't know if you could see like the brush moving. And I didn't bring one, of course, over here. I have it across the room. But yeah, the powder illuminators would be really nice to use. But you see how that brightened me up a little bit more because the feather dust does have a bit of a sheen, but then when you put it on, it doesn't come out glittery. Like, and the more that you rub it in, it just gives you a sheen. And that's what's giving you that blurred, filtered effect, you know, from fine lines, like crow's feet, or even like around your mouth. So yes, and another thing too is the lip oils are going to be permanent in the line as well. So excited. And I'm just going to put on a little bit of this chai. This one has such a nice scent, like a chai tea. And they feel so, so good. And then you could supplement by putting a lip and cheek on. Let me see, what do I want to do? Let's try Naomi. This one is the warmer one. And that's how I like to wear my lip and cheeks. But you could go full on. You could do lip liner. You could contour. Use a contour around your lips for lip liner. So yeah, this one looks more fallish to me. But yeah, that's it. So you see how it, you know, that Feather Dust blotting powder gave me a little bit more of a mattifying finish. But one thing that I do like to do is sandwich it together sometimes. So let's see if I do that. Let me go back into Naomi. Yeah, Naomi. Let me do that one because that one is the more warm and it's going to mix in with this. This one I had to be careful because it's a little bit more glossy. There it is. Let me go on this side. So now I kind of sandwich this on top of that feather blotting dust, and I still will have the set and staying power from that, but I got the glow back. And you could even put an illuminator on top, which I have in this one. I love the palettes. There's 30% off palettes too. I mean, this is a good sale. Oh my goodness. This is editing me. I wanted to pop in here really quickly. The lighting is a little bit different, but I definitely wanted to mention part of the Black Friday sale is also 50% off eyeshadows. All eyeshadows, 50% off. So there is a lot that you could take advantage of with this sale, which is why I definitely wanted to upload this video now before Black Friday, before Thanksgiving. Also, palettes are 30% off. A lot of great things on the sale. So I'll keep saying throughout this video, my information is down below in the description box. Contact me. I'll let you know what is available for the sale. Go over your color match, all of these things. And so now let's get back to the video. I forgot to go over the balm. I forgot to put that on. I usually always put this on before I do my Demi, but even still, the Demi is so moisturizing, like on its own, that my under eyes look like all supple and it doesn't look all crepey. But I do love the balm, especially in the winter when your skin is dry. This could go anywhere on the face. You could even use it as a lip balm. So it's nice to have that in your palette. So, Illuminator. Let's see, what do I got? Yeah, this one here is Nova. So this is actually more of a glow bronze on my skin. Let's see if you'll be able to see. You see how it gave me like a very subtle. So you could put whatever you want in your palette and customize it however you want. You could swap these things out. But if you could see, I look a lot more polished and I barely have anything on my skin. There's nothing, like no foundational coverage, like no foundation sitting on top of my skin. No liquid foundation, no cream even, like heavy cream. And I got this sculpting and color correction from it. I'm telling you, I am really having a lot of fun figuring out how to incorporate the 3D as Demi no makeup for you guys. Okay, so that's it. Mainly, I probably went a lot longer than I needed to, but I mostly wanted to talk about how this 05 and 07 are in the line permanently, that I'll be able to incorporate in your color matches for that counteracting the sallowness and the greens and blues in order to make your skin look even toned without foundation. And yeah. And the moral of the story is also the shape brush. You have to have the shape brush for sure. And it's this one. This is the silver one. The gold one is really nice for the powder, I find. And I haven't experimented with anything else yet, and I will, and I'll get back to you, because this might be actually nice for lip and cheeks now that I think about it. I might do another video on that and see if this will give a more demi finish with the more pigmented lip and cheeks rather than this one. I'll do that one soon. I'll do that video soon. And I'm also going to do comparisons with what used to be in the Demi line with the lip and cheeks and substitutes for you guys. I got a request from a customer actually for that, and it's such a great idea. So I'm excited to start doing that too. And the Black Friday sale. Do not forget about the Black Friday sale. Contact me again. All of my information is down below. It is going to start at midnight Mountain Standard Time. Yes. So that means 1 a.m. Central Standard Time, which is where I am. And just, you know, think about it accordingly. So if you're still up Thanksgiving night and you want to go shopping, that is the best time to do it because of the sellout factor. Although now that it's been an affiliate marketing, I'm like knock on wood, it seems like that's not happening anymore because the MLM model was more into that scarcity mindset, like hurry up, it's going to sell out, this is only limited edition, you better get it now. But the affiliate marketing is proving to be not that, which I'm so happy about. Also, the gift with purchase, I just checked, is still there. What am I trying to show you? This Seint embossing. So this makeup bag, look how big it is. It's so nice. And it actually is pretty roomy. And you could put, oh, I even still have this little silica packet in here because I just got this. And you could put like a like a big palette in here. The 3 fits, but even just with this 18, you have all of this room. You can put brushes in here, and it's really pretty. It's got a velvet finish, and this has been since the new releases that just dropped. When was it? A couple weeks ago? And this is still available as a gift with purchase. So check it out. I think it is $135. If you spend $135, you get this. I think that's what it is. But I'm hoping that this is going to stick around for a little bit so you guys could take advantage of the free gift with purchase too. It's a nice one. So I believe that is it. Yes. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much for joining me again. I am so happy that you are enjoying my videos. Anybody that is new here, definitely like and subscribe. Ask any questions in the comments. If you need any assistance with anything, again, all of my information is in the description. And that is where you will find my link tree. And the color match form for Seint Makeup is there. Shop, my affiliate link is there too for shopping. And all of my other things are there too. I have a Facebook group that I'm active on, and I'm always, posting there. And you could chat with me there if you have any questions, and I even have like tips and on skincare and stuff like that too. So I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday, wonderful Thanksgiving, and to the Black Friday shopping. I am so excited for this sale. I'll talk to you guys soon.